But baby, oh Lord have his mercy. Hey, I say, I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. You want murder me, eh, 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 eh. You want murder me, eh, eh, eh.
Back to my channel. I'm waking up in Amsterdam this morning and I have about an hour and a half before I have to report downstairs to be shuttled over to the Amsterdam airport to work for the day. So I wanted to do a quick, I guess, get ready with me. I get a lot of questions about like how to do, or rather like appropriate makeup for either your interview or maybe you're on because maybe you are doing a video interview. Whatever the case, I wanted to do just a makeup talk through with you guys and answer some of the questions that I always get since I've started flying. So right now I'm just putting on foundation. And when it comes to flight attendant makeup, you don't have to be extra. Like, there's no right makeup look. There is a wrong one. I would always recommend, like, especially if you're going in for your interview for the first time, not to be extra. It's not time for you to try and do like the smokiest eye or like the longest wing eyeliner. Really, for flight attendants, you know, you just want to look beautiful, but you don't want to do too much, and you really don't have to. So I went to bed last night and I have curl formers in my head, and after I'm done my makeup I'll take it out and you guys can see the finished look. But so let's talk about this trip that I'm on. So the trip left, and I'm going to try to explain this in the best way so that you can understand, because I know before I started flying I had no idea like what anything to do with flight attendant life. And I'm taking just some of my concealer now to highlight. But this trip that I'm on is called a 3-day. So the first day you leave from your base. So in my case, on Tuesday at 7, we left from Minneapolis airport to fly to Amsterdam. And because Amsterdam is, I think it's about 6 hours ahead, 6 or 7. When we left at 7 at night, we got into Amsterdam the next day at approximately 10:30 a.m. So because this trip is worth 3 days, the first day you fly into the location, in this case being Amsterdam, and then I had 24 hours in Amsterdam. And so what a lot of people always ask is, you know, where do you guys stay? Do they pay for it? Do you have to share a room? So usually when it's international, you get at least a 24-hour layover. And your layover is basically your time in the said location. In this case, it being Amsterdam. So I've had 24 hours in Amsterdam since coming here at 11:30 on Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and pickup is at 11:10. So, you know, in that time, of course, it's not the most time in the world, but you have to think you're working and I'm getting paid to, one, make this video for you guys, but two, you get paid to travel all around the world and to see amazing things. No, I don't have to pay for my hotel, and no, I don't share a hotel with anyone. So we all get our separate rooms, and that's how it is for any location, whether it be international or domestic. You never ever have to share a room. I would die. That would be too much. Because when you're flying, it can be a lot. Like, you know, this flight was only 7 hours, but it's supposed to be about 8 or 9 hours back. So with that being said, you really want to get your rest, and it's really important for you. Let me close the blind. No. So now I'm just going to do my eyebrows really quickly. But usually, like I was saying, I work trips that are worth about 3 days. And I really like working international because for me, I got this job to travel. So I want to go out of the country. I want to go to different places that I would have normally not been able to see. Even though I haven't been all 50 states, I think it's just amazing to be able to wake up and say like, oh, I went to Amsterdam today. Oh, I went to Paris. I went to London. I went to Peru. So far, for anyone wondering, I've been working for 6 months, and my first international was Amsterdam, not this trip, but a few months ago. And so far I've been to London and Peru and Amsterdam, and it's been really amazing. And if you guys aren't following my Instagram, go ahead and follow at Renee C. Bull. I have some pictures of me traveling, but this year I've really been getting myself together to focus a lot on traveling. So I'm really excited about that. Going to Jamaica next week. So I'll have a lot of content for you guys on my trip to Jamaica, and just this entire year I want to really be able to answer a lot of questions that I get. But back to the travel talk. So I think the biggest difficulty since I've been flying is staying healthy and eating healthy, because you're constantly traveling so much. It can be really hard, because it's not like, for me specifically, because I'm based in Minneapolis. And that's another thing that I can go into a longer explanation of. You know, when you start flying, you're not going to be, there's no guarantee that you'll be based where you live. So when I say based, basically, depending on the airline you work for, there are different bases, which are airports, in which you'll have to report to work. So every time I have to fly a trip, I have to report to Minneapolis. Because I do not live in Minneapolis, this makes me a commuter, which means I have to fly into Minneapolis every time to work a trip. This is annoying because I don't live in Minneapolis, and so you have to think like, say you live in California, but you're based in Seattle, Washington. You're gonna have to be flying from California to Seattle, Washington for every trip, just to work. And so that makes life a little bit more difficult. I know it's kind of hard to understand, because flight attendant life is really hard to understand until you start living it, but I'm trying to put in best terms what I'm saying. But I hope, some of this information helps you guys. But so yeah, the health aspect has been really difficult. Now I'm just taking like a little bit of bronzer and bronzer my face up. Again, guys, flight attendant life, simpler the better. You're gonna be working a really long trip, so I like to wear really long-lasting makeup. This Marc Jacobs, let's go on a little rant real quick. This Marc Jacobs is bomb. I just purchased it not too long ago. It's the Remarkable one. It stays on, honey, for life. And because I do work such long hours, like, I don't have time to be in the bathroom retouching anything. I need my face to look like this the whole time. So for me, I think that that foundation is bomb. But like I was saying, it can become really difficult to stay healthy and just to stay on top of a good regimen and a good workout. And I think that, now that I'm really getting into my channel, I'm going to start making videos, because that'll help me focus on eating better and working out and just everything, like, you know. So I'll talk about this month. This month is January, and I had I've already worked 2 trips. So when I say trips, I mean like this 3-day Amsterdam counts as 1 trip. So I've already worked a trip before this trip. We had my first trip was I had a layover in Philadelphia and in BWI, and my other trip that I had this month, I don't even remember where I went. So I would say the best thing about this job is, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling, y'all, because I'm just like a little tired, and this lighting is killing me. It keeps on changing, but just a little tired and jet lagged. But the best thing about this job is that you get to really go all over the world, and it's so exciting. And to me, because I'm in school full time, guys, this is the best job that I could have while finishing my undergrad, because all I wanted to do was see the world, and now I'm doing that. I'm gaining my degree. I'm gaining insight on just worldly things, and I really wanted to see that, because being from a small town, pause, I gotta grab my lashes really quick. Okay, I put on my lashes, but yeah, so like I was saying, I'm just gonna keep on making videos about my experience and making videos about just what goes down, because I think it's gonna help me be accountable. And I really want you guys to understand that if you want to be a flight attendant, like if this is your dream, don't give up. If you applied to one airline and they said no, you know, don't give up. Do your research, you know what you want, and don't give up. When I first started, like when I first became interested in it, all I knew was that I wanted to travel the world. I didn't really know what job would bring about that for me. And funny enough, I still didn't have, why is this open? I still had no idea. A couple months ago, I had no idea that I would be working in this profession. And if you guys have watched my previous video about how to become a flight attendant, you know that someone encouraged me to do this. And it's so funny because a lot of times in life, people will see something for you that you don't even see for yourself. Preach. So, like I said, the first time I applied to the airline, I never heard back. But that did not matter, because I was determined. I was determined to fly, and I was determined to get into the industry. And so I really think that you guys do not be discouraged. Like, no matter how many times they tell you no, all you need is one yes. And you do what you have to do. You reapply after the couple months goes by. If they didn't pick you the first round, reapply. Do not give up, because when I tell you there's nothing that there's no words to describe what this job has done for me, as far as it has completely, you know, changed my perspective on everything. And I'm really financially secure, and you know, that's something that I couldn't say before. I was working in Ulta, working in Sephora, you know, doing little stuff that was fun, but I was still poor. And I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm in school, but I don't want to be poor. Okay, like and leave a comment below if you understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just don't want to be poor. And I think that because this job is so amazing in the way that the benefits are, Like I'm able to travel anywhere in the world, period. Like there is no limitations. You have unlimited access to the world, and I don't think that any job can do that. What job can you go to and get paid vacation for a week and then travel for free? You know, and then there's so many discounts and perks, and there are so many people that you can connect with. Like my friends just went backpacking in Peru, or I'll see that my friend just decided to fly to Cancun, or my girls, they flew to San Fran for her birthday just on a whim for free, you know. By the way, this lip is Rouge by ColourPop. So honestly, this is the final look right here. I would just put on a little bit of highlight, because you want them to feel like you are godly and that God has blessed you to work this job. So once I find my highlight, hold up. Okay, I found my highlight. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to tell you, stay encouraged. I love where I am right now. Will I work this job for the rest of my life? I don't know. You know, this was never something that was on my plan. Originally, all I was focused on was becoming a host for a major entertainment network. You know, I thought I was going to be out there hosting, and maybe I will be, but you know, I just realized that life is really short, and I just wasn't okay with only having been to New York and Philly and, you know, thinking like, oh, I knew what I wanted to do with my life because, hold on. Sorry, they were calling for my wake up call. Deodorant. But yeah, I just wasn't okay with thinking that I knew what I wanted to do with only seeing a couple states, and you know, I just really wanted to see the world for what it was. So I'm going to take my hair down and show you guys, but this is the finished look. I'm going to get dressed really quick, and that's it. Again, I hope this video was helpful. I'm not going to say which airline I work for, but I just want to say that I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to be a flight attendant right now. And I want to encourage you guys, if this is what you really want to do, don't give up, don't settle, reapply, research, and just believe that you can really work in this field, because you can. Again, thanks for watching. This is my look. Of course, I can't wear my hair down at work. I'll put it back in a ponytail, but just wanted to show you guys a nice, simple, easy flight attendant makeup look. You can wear this for the hiring day. You can wear this for your interview. But red lip goes far. You know, if you don't wear lashes, just put some mascara on, some nice foundation, and you're ready to go. Okay, stay encouraged. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Hey, make you slow down, girl. Oh Lord, have His mercy. Hey. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. You want murder me, eh, 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 eh. You want murder me, eh, 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 eh. You want murder me. You want murder me. So make you give them, girl. So make you show them that you got it. The way that you wind that booty on me, you make me wanna sign that booty for me. I'll do you anywhere when you turn me on. You looking at me, girl, me say carry on. Say girl, I really like the way that you carry your body. Say girl, you can stand by me anywhere all day, girl. You're a naughty girl. You're a naughty girl.